Welcome back to Usapang Bayan. Kasama pa rin natin si Facets Talents Management President, Mr. Nick Lacson. Nick, I know that you have been, as you mentioned earlier, you go to these different shows, events, auto events and things like that. I think you've also prepared some slides for us that maybe we can queue up, and maybe we can tell our audience the kind of events that your models are very active in. So, pakipaliwanag nga ito.
What you see right now is the event we've had at the International Gamefall Festival. Next is the one from the Manila International Auto Show. That's the product launch from Isuzu MU-X. That's the team that I had at Chevrolet. They won us 2016 as the Boot of the Year. That's also the Chevrolet Motorama event. That's at the Philippine Auto event. My client then, there was a Malaysian, Grant. That's another Thunderbird event. That's my biggest client, actually.
Wow. I can see they had many talents there.
That's Wirt. Wirt has been loyal to me since 2012. I've been serving them. I'm serving also Cherry Mobile. Not only for car shows, but also for store openings and activations. That's another Thunderbird event. Well, this is another loyal client of mine, Motolite, pangmatagalan talaga. Aulus is a tire company, Chinese. Then that's Motolite again.
Nick,
in a different event. Yeah.
Pero parang napapansin ko medyo maliit ka compared to the models natin. Ano ba bang typical height ng mga models?
Well, I do have models who are only 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", but I have models as high as 5'10". Yeah.
Wow. So ano ba ang average na masasabi natin na model height na dito
in the Philippines for events, ideal is 5'5" already. Because sometimes having 5'7" is
matangkad.
Yeah, oo.
I see. So
but you use 5'7" for runways, for fashion shows.
I see.
And for high-end activations, high-end events.
So medyo disadvantageous rin pala yung magiging masyadong matangkad yung tao dahil kasi ang kausap nila nakatingala na sa kanila. Ganun ba yun?
Not necessarily. It depends also on the clients. Some clients prefer the tall ones, but some clients they prefer to look at the facial features. Gusto lang nila yung maganda o gusto nila yung sexy, mga ganun, no? Pero yung iba talaga, may preference talaga when it comes to height.
What kind of clients would typically look for models that are, we might say, yung mga matatangkad, na mapuputi, or mga mestiza? Anong mga typical companies?
Normally, they are high-end brands.
Mga higher-end brands?
Yes. The model should represent their brand.
Parang global brand sila.
Global
and therefore, their models should represent that global image.
Yes.
I see. So, especially kung halimbawa, galing sa Amerika yung produkto nila, parang gusto nila Amerikano yung mga itsura, gano'n.
Correct.
So, kailan naman nabebenta ang bentahin yung mga masasabi natin more kayo manggi, na hindi masyadong matangkad? Ano naman mga produkto yung mga yan?
Ito po yung mga produktong talagang ang target market are yung mga Pinoys. Oo. Pag yung mga modelo puro magaganda and puro sexy, yun yung mga Pinoy na especially men. Oo. So like for example, sa mga car shows, mga ganun, sabong, yung mga gamefall events.
Yung nalalapitan ng mga tagapanood na kinakausap, ganyan. Yun
yes,
gusto
basically,
nila. So meron bang mga code of ethics na yan na pwede silang magpa-picture? Paano ho bang sistema dyan? Nakikita ko kuminsan, yung mga ibang talents, parang ayaw magpa-picture. Yung iba naman, gustong-gusto. Ano bang
before
norm
kasi,
dyan?
way back in the early 20s, early 2000, bawal yung mga event photography. Bawal yung mga photographer to be present in events. So, only approved photographers are allowed.
Yung official photographers
primarily. But in the late, around 2010, something like that, it became, it became too,
Pwede na magpa-selfie.
Yes, everyone is now doing that. So makikita mo, minsan yung car show, hindi na nagiging car show. It's becoming a
Oo
model
nga,
show
napansin
already.
ko yan. Dahil kasi kuminsan nagpa-participate kami sa car show, pag nagkuha ako ng model, hindi nakukuha ng litrato yung kotse, yung model lang nakukuha ng
Yeah.
litrato.
That's the sad part of it.
Yes, yes.
That's the sad
So
part.
I remember in some foreign car shows, they've actually restrained the use of models, no, because it distracted too much from the from the cars being displayed during the car show, no. So may mga downside rin yan.
Yes.
Pero ang models themselves, do they like to be photographed para ma-circulate sila ng mabuti o paano ba yan?
Most would like to get photographed, while there are others who are shying away from that, especially if they are signed up with an exclusive agency and they do not want to be seen.
I see. Parang na-downgrade sila, ganyan, or
Or
breaking
something like
their
that.
contract.
Yeah. Yes.
I see. Now, in terms of the trends, no, towards ano ba yung mga sinusuot ng mga models na mas nagigibang mas maiiksi or they end up to be wearing more professional office attires. Ano ba ang trend na napansin mo?
Variable po eh. Everything depends on the clients themselves eh. But then, from the handler's side, we normally suggest what is more appropriate for the event.
I see.
But if the client is like, for example, it's a garage or something like that, they prefer seeing their models in medyo skimpy na yung outfit, too sexy shorts, tube top already.
Okay lang sa models yon.
It depends also on who the models are.
So pwede naman they can reject.
Yes.
And likewise, the sponsor or the one looking for the talents can also reject. They can choose.
Yes.
So it goes both ways.
Yes,
So
precisely.
they can choose, but the talent can reject. Madalas bang nangyayari yun?
Yeah.
Really?
More often than not, it's the final say will always be the client.
No, but I mean to say, okay na sa client yung talent, pero yung talent ang umayaw dun sa...
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
Pero
It
hindi
happens.
naman siguro madalas.
If the talent doesn't want the outfit being required of her, or the
The
talent
brand.
doesn't want the time involved and the task involved,
Could it be also that, for example, the personal preference of the talent, that they don't want to be associated with a particular brand? Pwede rin yan.
pwede. But in my case, what I do to avoid all of this is when I do a casting, when I disseminate my requirements, I make sure that I ask all the necessary details from the clients. So I ask them the specific dates, the venue, the working time,
The
the
attire?
outfit, the outfit involved, and the task involved, and of course, the budget they have for that particular event. Then when I have all these details, that's the only time I throw it to the models via my Viber groups. I have different Viber groups for specific talent qualifications,
see.
so I can streamline everything.
So can focus.
Yes.
Now, I have a question. Meron bang nangyayari na nahaharas o naliligawan yung ating mga talents during the events? Is that a commonplace occurrence?
Yes, it happens.
So, bahala
Normally for big events like big car shows, it happens. Yeah.
So,
Sometimes talents get harassed. It's basically because of their outfit also, or how they act.
I see. So, it's up to the talent whether they give their number or whether they want to meet up with the client, or there's a rule against that?
The standard rule is you don't give out your numbers
Okay.
during an event.
Okay.
You should, if you have a handler, you should give your handler's number so you get protected.
Oo nga
Yeah.
naman. Oo, hindi pwede yung basta kung kanino-kanino sila sumasama, di ba? Lalo na yung ganyan. Ang age ba ng mga models natin typically ranges from what to what? As young and as old as what age?
I have seen talents who are minors and who are already seniors already. When I say seniors, nasa 30s na, ganon.
Ganon.
But still, they are still so bankable, yeah. In my case, if I know that's the talent is a minor, I don't give projects to the minor once I found out na minor pa siya.
I see. Pero
I
kung,
make sure that the talent is already 18 years old so that I don't have any problem.
But being a senior, when you say senior, 30 plus, you disclose that naman to the client.
Yes, I'm very open to everything that they need to know.
So wala naman silang problema doon.
Yes, if I know there's a problem with the talent, right there and then when a client chooses that particular model, I tell the client that this is what you will be expecting. Now it's up to you after I've disclosed this if you still want to get the talent or not. I don't want you blaming me later on na I didn't disclose that.
Well, it's possible that the product they're selling caters to that, to the more mature woman, di ba? So,
Yes, sir.
So it's now, I've noticed that all of the pictures you've been showing are female models. Do you also handle male
Yes,
models?
I do handle male models.
So, ilan ang ratio ng male models mo sa female? If you have 500, ilan doon ang female, ilan doon ang male?
Siguro 10%?
10
10 to 15
lang ang lalaki. So,
It's
hindi kasing
difficult to
benta.
it's difficult to market male models.
Bakit?
But then,
Bakit? Oh.
for activations,
I
they
see.
are bankable. Like for example, globe projects,
Yes.
like that.
So typically yung male models would have the same criteria na kailangan maganda ang stature nila, medyo makinis and things like that.
Yeah,
Is that
basically, yeah.
So it's the same except that it's the male counterpart.
Precisely.
Now, the question there is that if you notice, will the male models typically attract the female audience?
Yes, it's the same thing with when it comes to sales. Diba? If you're selling to a female clients, definitely you'd prefer getting male salespeople
I
to close
see.
the deal.
I
And
see.
when you're attracting male buyers, definitely you'd prefer.
So there's a direct correlation, meaning
Yeah.
say kung babae yung model, ang typical na tumitingin doon mga lalaki.
Yes.
That's why kung mga car shows yan, typically babae ang nagmo-model dyan. Now, saan mga produkto naman ang lalaki ang nagmo-model? What would be examples of that na maraming lalaki na kailangan?
I've noticed in our recent angkas activation in call centers, I've noticed that the male models are more bankable. They tend to get more responses from the call center agents. Yeah,
Recruitment.
because most of the people there in call centers are either females or gays. So they sell.
I see.
So yung female
Okay
models
yun,
ko, pag nandun, kahit na gaano kaganda, parang
Nilalanga.
wala lang.
Oo. So I never realized that most of the call center agents pala are female and gay.
I don't know basically, but that's based on the experience I've had the last quarter of 2017, wherein we had activations for Angkas.
Okay.
Most of our interactions were like that.
Activation for what? Angkas?
Angkas, yeah.
How do you spell that?
Angkas is the motorcycle part of the yung Grab and Uber like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pero kala ko binawal na yun.
Yeah, binawal na yun.
I
So
see.
after that, wala na.
Now, do you also have gay models, both female and male?
Yes.
And saan naman ginagamit typically yung mga yan?
Depende rin sa kliyente. Kung ano yung
Pero mas
specific-
narrower na ang
Yes,
range
yes.
niyan. I see.
Like 2 weeks ago, there was a client asking me if I can have a host who is gay. I thought he was telling me na what he wants is a female host who can act like gay. Gay kumilos. Yung pala,
Talagang gay.
Yung pala, talagang gay pala sabi ko.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, please stay tuned. Magbabalik rin po tayo sa Usapang Bayan. Kasama pa rin natin si Facets Talents Management President, Mr. Nick Lacson. Please stay tuned.